Wow. What?
You get this only nowhere else but the Kevin and Zach. Kevin, I'm not going to lie.
Now we're look at this. A carved penguin. There it is.
Oh no. Are the O's fine? Are the Orioles fine, Kevin?
Okay. The Orioles stole it. That game was stolen. It was stolen from them, then they stole it right back.
What?
Oh my God.
Wait, what's going on? What is happening?
What is going on? Was it a diving play? He bobbled the ball.
What is happening? Are they challenging it? No. Other wall. No.
Kevin, I don't know what you saw, how much you saw. I've been chugging champagne. Sure, I spilled a lot, but what a game, man.
He will be the legendary
Birdfish!
How about that?
Birdfish fans, stand up. We did it.
What can I say? What can I say? What can I say?
Three straight wins! 3 straight wins, baby! Are the O's fine? Are the O's fine? 3 straight wins. Didn't think it would happen. Didn't think we'd see the day. Here we go, baby. 3 wins. Starting the day off. Start the series off right. My goodness. The Baltimore Orioles have won not only 3 straight, they've won when Charlie Morton is on the mound. So you're telling me there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kevin and Zach React. I'm your host, Zach Bond. Your Kevin Ostreicher will be joining me shortly. The Orioles have won 3 straight games for the first time in what feels like eternity. For the first time in what feels like an eternity. I think they've won 3 straight games once since last July prior to this. Almost a year. It's a win streak. It's 3 games. Put the word out there. We're back up. Walter, appreciate you. We have scored 4 or more runs in 8 of 9 games under Manzolino. Showing life. Little small ball out there today. They're running a bit more. The team is getting contributions from everyone right now. This is a different team than a week ago. 8 or 9 game win streak coming. Walter, I'm in it. I'm in on it. Buck Showalter. Buck Showalter came on the Ryan Ripken show a few weeks ago, literally last week, right after Hyde was fired. While we're here, I might as well. This was a week ago. This was on 5 days ago. 5 days ago, Buck Showalter said this with us.
They're going to get it going. They're going to win 10 in a row, and everybody's going to you get young people on a snowball going the other way, crazy things can happen. Over 100 games left, Ryan. Over 100 games left.
Don't check the weather because it may be May 26th, but it's starting to snowball. We're starting to see a snowball. The Baltimore Orioles are playing like we all know they can. They're playing like we all know they can. Am I saying that they're going to make a run and automatically they're going to make the playoffs? Everything's back? No. But this is how we know they can play. This is the type of baseball we've seen them play. Play small ball. Have pitchers, a veteran pitcher, go deep into the game, bullpen shuts it down, get the ball to Felix, and it's over. That's how the Orioles win ball games. Offense, Ryan O'Hearn comes through. Jackson Holiday comes through. And then what helped in 23? What helped in the beginning part of 24? What helped at the end of 22? It's the contributions from everyone. What do they say in Orioles Magic? Every game there's a different star. Dylan Carlson, revenge game. 3-run homer. Difference in the game against his old squad. There's a different feeling in Birdland. There is a different feeling in Birdland, and I think it's special. I think they are going to go on I'm not going to say, they're going to win 10 straight. I won't make the claim that they're going to go on this insane win streak. But do not be surprised if the O's win, especially with their schedule, if they can win 12 of 15, including this 3 game. So I guess that'd be 9 of the next 12. The Orioles still have, there's still over 100 games left. You win 2/3 of every game. You win 2 of every 3 games, I think, up until the All-Star break. You're back at 500. Makes you think. Just makes you think. This team seems to be having fun again. And I think that's a big part. The team there's this sigh of relief almost that they're, even in the losses, they're competing. Yes, you can bring up Friday, the onslaught in the 8th inning, 10 runs, whatever. That game was done after that. But for the majority of that game, Orioles had the lead. Orioles had an opportunity to tie the game the inning before. This team is starting to put it together. They're starting to compete more. I mean, we talked about it. How many times did all of us sit here in the comments on Twitter, wherever, YouTube, everything? We talked about this after every single night. It's not just that they're losing, it's how they're losing. It was the uncompetitiveness of the games. It was the fact that you would sit there and immediately 2 innings into the game, it's 7-0. You're like, this is over. It's that aspect of it that really sucked at the beginning of the year. But even in the losses recently, they're competing. And yeah, couldn't agree more. They're playing fun. They're playing relaxed. It feels like this team genuinely took a turn. I'm not going to be the one to say it's all because of, Hyde got fired. Do I think it kind of put a spark in the team? Suddenly that, okay, it's a wake-up call. Someone just got fired. But at the end of the day, I do think that this had a big kind of wake-up call for the entire organization as a whole. And C-Money, appreciate you. Simple. O'Hearn. It's as simple as that. Ryan O'Hearn is just everything you want in a baseball player. Versatility. He'll DH first. He's played both corner outfield positions. Everywhere they ask him to play, he goes and plays it. And then every time, it didn't matter if he was coming off the bench after not playing in 2 days, if he'd been on a 10-game hit streak, when he entered a game off the bench, he was ready. And now here we are on May 26, 2025, and O'Hearn, like I said, 5th in MLB in average. This is what Ryan O'Hearn's doing is incredible. I mean, this was a guy who was DFA'd. He was traded for cash considerations. Then the Orioles got him. They DFA'd him, brought him back, didn't make the team out of camp, started in AAA, comes up, and the rest is history. rest is history. I mean, he's done it. It sucks because once again, he should be one of the talks of baseball. The incredible year Ryan O'Hearn's having, but because of just the talk of Baltimore of when you bring up the Orioles, it's yeah, that's a disappointment, or yeah, they suck this year. It's the story. One of the big stories in baseball should be Ryan O'Hearn is one of the best batters in all of Major League Baseball, not just the AL, all of baseball, and it's not just over a quick stretch. It's not just over the past 30 games, And Mountcastle is probably one of the top 3 most talented hitters on this team when he's on, but he's unfortunately one of those guys where it's so mental, I think, where when he goes through this, because when he steps up to the plate, when he has it going right, you can tell he's got that swagger going on. I mean, that game he had 12 RBIs, 8 RBIs. He steps up to the plate, you're like, ball's gone. Before the pitcher even steps to the mound, you're like, ball's gone. Ryan Mountcastle was hitting a home run. But in the same breath, if things are going poorly, he steps up to the plate, you're like, it's a strikeout. So he is just, I think he's a big example of all the talent in the world. It's all mental. It's between the ears. If he can figure that out mentally and get past that and, get it back on track that way, I think, he can be a massive asset to this team. But it is hard. When his at-bats aren't going well, they can get ugly. They really can. Shante, appreciate you. After Charlie Morton and Trevor Rogers starts, where do you see them, bullpen or starter? Still have to see more to say they are back. They're not all the way back. This isn't all of a sudden it's, playoffs are happening. Hey, that this is a good start. We talk about the snowball effect. But with Morton and Rogers, so Rogers obviously sent back down because of him being just the 27th man added for the doubleheader. I think it gets interesting. If Morton would have gotten blown up today, I think it made it easier. Obviously you're happier with the win, but Morton getting blown up today might have been easier to just DFA him and move on. With Rogers in that, spot, I wouldn't be surprised if now because of that, if Trevor Rogers doesn't get the spot next time around the rotation. I really thought it was all of a sudden, like after that last spot, you give him it back. And I would personally much rather they give that spot to Rogers just because obviously a younger guy, I think getting his confidence going. I think, we saw him hitting 95, 96, which we haven't seen since his dominant year in 21. So I would lean more towards him personally, but I think because of the money, because Rogers has options and everything, they're going to be more inclined to give Morton that spot continuously until he gives it up. I mean, if he goes out there next time through the rotation, gives up 6 runs, 7 runs again, I think we could be seeing the end of Morton. And they go with Rogers there. But it is a interesting question because obviously you have Eflin, Sugano, you have Dean, and those 3 are not getting moved. Povich has been pitching well enough to definitely you don't want to lose his spot. Could you go 6-man rotation? Yeah. But obviously then now you got to pull someone out of the bullpen to now give Rogers spot to. And are you going to go on a short bullpen? The bullpen already has been pretty tired, so I don't know if that's the way to go. So it's going to be interesting to see. I would think that they probably solely because of contract and everything and then options lean Morton. But, it all depends on what they see. I would like to give it to Rogers, but appreciate that. And then Kyle, yeah, the Cooper Hummel era. What a time. What a time. I mean, that was the weirdest. What was that? Like, I get the signing. Like, they signed him for outfield depth with, and he can catch a little bit, all that. Why did they made a weirdly big deal out of it? Like, Like they filmed them signing Fenway. Like they really made it seem like he was going to be a part of this too. Like they were doing oh, welcome to the squad. Oh, we're taking the new guy in to sign this. Like the big, Cooper Hummel's here. And then it was like, okay, Cooper, see ya. That was just. That was just an interesting signing. There's not much else to put there. But real fast, let's go through today's box score. I'll pull it up. Let me pull it up. Here we go. Boom. So today's box score. I said boom like I'd already pulled it up. Now we go. 5-2. Orioles out hit the Cardinals 10-4. Let's get the lineup to start it off. While we're at it, I'll put myself down here. Jackson Holliday had another 2-hit game, including an RBI and a run, 2 for 4. Jackson Holliday's figuring it out, and he's using the entire field going the other way. Jackson Holliday looks confident in the batter's box, and he is playing exactly how you would want a 21-year-old who is, kind of in his second season, kind of got his feet underneath him. And Jackson Holliday has been probably the best surprise. Obviously, Ryan O'Hearn has been overall the best player, I think, this season, but biggest leap and, just happiest, I guess, to see is Jackson Holliday taking that leap right now. Ramon Reyes batting second was a thing. I mean, I get it. One hit and that Ramon Reyes batting second was a thing. Gunnar 1 hit day, 1 walk. That walk, he threw the bat a lot. That was not an angry bat throw. That was a pissed off. Gunnar was not happy with that. Ryan Mountcastle 0 for 3. Ryan O'Hearn 3 for 4. He just does everything. The play in left field, or right field. Ryan O'Hearn just does everything. Emmanuel Rivera gets another hit. Heston Kjerstad scores a run. Heston's been struggling. It feels like every other at bat he's on. If there's guys on, he's got hit into a double play. Dylan Carlson, the big game, 2 hits, the 3-run homer. Just what a day for Carlson. And then Maverick Hamlin 0 for 3. He then also gets the sac bunt. He had 3 strikeouts, but I don't care. I love small ball. I love the sac bunt. So we're going to go with that. Appreciate everyone tuning in. This is Kevin and Zach React. Joining me, co-host Kevin Ostreicher. Kevin, they did it.
Man, finally. Now
we've been drinking champagne to celebrate.
You don't get to do your 10-loss streak.
Yeah, so we did it anyway.
So
now we did 3 straight.
Your other celebration. Yeah. So good win. Again, you feel good about Charlie.
That was as good as you could get from Charlie.
Yeah. Bullpen gets the job done. Sir Anthony was nasty today with his stuff, which I liked. And then, again, Ryan O'Hearn's the best player in baseball. I've been saying that for a while now. It certainly has rung true. We'll see. Are they back? Certainly not. I'm not saying they're back, but this is a good start.
Oh, my. Kevin, just say it. Jesus.
It's a good start.
We're snowballing.
What, 14 games under 500 now?
Yeah. And guess how many they were?
That's a start. Call what it is. It's a start. And I'm glad that it's a start.
Kevin, you're bringing too much.
It's not. I'm saying it was a good win.
You're bringing too much realistic energy in here that we are trying to overreact to this. We're saying they're back. Okay. Oh. Jeez. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry about that.
Ridiculous.
Jeez, Kevin, you're embarrassing us.
Ridiculous. Man, they have some tough roster decisions to make too once everybody gets healthy.
Yeah, we were just. I
don't think Carlson survives. I'm not sure Rogers. Well,
They're billing
Technically, you
him.
can move someone to the bullpen if you wanted to, and then have them be like a 6-man or something weird.
I just, as much as it's like, yay, like guys are pitching well, with the shape the bullpen's in, especially after the multiple double headers and everything, like I just don't know if it's 6-man rotation and shortening the bullpen's the way to go. Like I just don't know if that's just.
I mean, who do you get rid of?
They would keep. I would keep. I said I would get rid. I would still give the spot to Trevor Rogers, but I think because of contract wise, the money, and then Trevor Rogers having options. Trevor's already down in AAA still because he was the 27th man. I think they're just going to keep Morton in that spot, and if Morton f's up, then they'll give it to Rogers. But I thought if Morton got blown up today, it was just Trevor Rogers. Trevor Rogers took over his spot. It's easy. It's done. But Morton then goes out, gives you 6 innings, 2 earned runs. First quality start, and you're like, okay, well, we got it. And he's been looking better, recently. This isn't like he had been giving up, getting blown up.
Last 4-ish, right? Yeah, last 4.
Yeah, he'd been pitching a lot better. So now suddenly you're like, okay, here we have a decision. I think because Rogers is still down there, plus money-wise, they're going to give it, which is unfortunate because, I think Rogers, I would love for him to build off this momentum, especially because what his next start would be against the White Sox. Like, I would love for that opportunity. If you can get him another, him versus the White Sox, and he goes out there and just throws another 5-6 innings of 2-run ball, I just feel like that just puts you in such a, his confidence skyrockets there. So that's what I would do, but I just don't know, what they do.
Yeah. I mean, look, if guys keep playing like this, it's a really good problem to have. That's what I'll say. If they keep performing well, it's a great problem to have. It means you have tough decisions because guys are playing well. So, these are the games you have to win. Right. And this is a time to kind of make your run. Now, obviously, I wish it had come when they were a little earlier in the season. So we don't have to talk about, hey, if they can somehow win like 5 of these next 6 here, plus having the 2 in Boston, maybe they're 4 games under instead of, 9 or 10. But again, it just feels like, honestly, it feels like they are, we've talked about, is Zach playing with more fight, which is really good to see. I think that energy is contagious, much like negative energy is contagious, right? And when stuff is going wrong and it gets that bad, and it just kind of infects your clubhouse, we've seen firsthand what it can do. But they make a big change, and it honestly feels like they're trying to do right by not only the fan base, but they all took the Hyde firing very hard. They all felt like they contributed to a guy that they liked losing their job. And it was the first time a lot of those guys, not all of them, but a lot of them, especially some of the younger stars, have had to go through something like that, particularly at the major league level. It's the first time 2023, 2024, you were winning and it felt good. Now, second half of last year, obviously not so much, but still it's a new feeling. So you kind of have to shake that, get back to business. They have potential.
Yeah.
And if they can beat this Cardinals team, and then you can go and beat Chicago for heading to Seattle and then the Athletics, like that's a big stretch for you heading into a dense stretch where you got to play the Tigers, the Angels, the Rays. Now, the division doesn't scare me as much because, again, the Orioles are just like the
weirdly just
like they just mash on the division for some reason. But
and Kevin, real fast, I mean, we're talking about roster decisions. Who do you think is the biggest impact coming back? And could it be, it's hard to look right now. And obviously in the next week, you're probably getting, I'll say in the next 2 weeks, I would think you get back both at some point, Kowser and Westberg. I would assume Rivera gets sent down as the Westberg.
Which is tough, but
which is tough. I mean, because the other thing is Ramon Laureano is also supposedly he's hitting in the cages through his injury, so he can just come right back. So Carlson, O'Neill's
can get back. So it's like the outfield is going to be really interesting. I mean, I think Heston definitely gets sent down.
I think that would effectively end his Orioles career, if I'm being honest.
But how do you
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
I think he's the move for Kalzer because they got to get his confidence back in AAA or something.
I just with him and Mayo, I just don't see it. And I'm not saying they're not talented and they can't put it together somewhere else, but I'm just not sure the timeline's fit for them right now.
Yeah,
and that's difficult because I think they do have talent and they do have potential, but you yank these guys up and down so much that what does it do to their confidence?
Yeah.
So
unfortunately,
I think Mateo's going to stay.
I think Mateo and Urias is going to be. Urias is definitely, but Mateo, especially after playing center and left field, they value him way too much. And I will give it to him. And Kevin, I say it all the time. If you're going to keep him on the team, you have to do what they're doing recently. And they're like, if someone gets on late in the game, bring Jorge out and just have him steal. He's stolen 10 of 11 bases, 11 of 12 bases. Also, I saw someone tweet about it, and Kevin, I don't know if you've noticed as well. They've been running a lot more under Manzolino. I feel like
they're getting back to basics and fundamentals.
They're playing small ball. They're taking off. They're having they're actually playing ball. They're going out grinding out at bats. This is becoming a very, very, I think. I don't want to say confident. I'll say comfortable. I think they're getting their confidence back, but I think they're getting more and more comfortable. And I think they're no longer pressing because, gosh, Kevin, how many times did we come on here over the past month and we were like, they just keep pressing. Like they're trying to just force everything. Everyone's trying to be a hero. Kevin, I don't know if you saw, but I think the Orioles, they were 192 with runners in scoring position. I think they're all the way up to 224.
Yeah, they've been awesome with the runners in scoring position recently.
So
look, that's something that we've talked about all year, dating back to last season. Is they need to start doing that. And yeah, I think it was right around that 190 mark, right at the peak of their fall. But if it feels, you talk about every Tomo start feels like a win, and it feels like every round of her and a bat is a hit. It's just every single one. You're getting contributions from guys like Laureano and Carlson, which is huge, especially with Kalzer, and it's essentially getting back reinforcements, and that to me is the biggest part, where every team deals with injuries. And again, it's not an excuse for how the Orioles played, and I'm going to stand by that, right? Every team deals with injuries, and I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, the Orioles are injured, that's an excuse. No, it's not, because every team deals with it. But you're getting guys back that will help and will be, I think, just a little more consistent. Not that guys like Rivera and Arias and Carlson and Laureano haven't been. Those guys have honestly helped the Orioles in a big way this year. I don't know. It feels so weird to say, where would this team be without Emmanuel Rivera? But here we are, talking about
where would this. Hell, past 2 games, they're not on this 3-game win streak without Dylan Carlson.
Yeah, it's true.
That one ball is a 2-run homer there, and then that's a 3-run swing yesterday.
And again, am I relying on those guys for a full 162 and hoping it works out? No, I'm not. But in spot areas with injuries, the guys that can step in for a week or 2, or maybe even more, while your guys get healthy, it's been a very pleasant surprise. So
Kevin, I might say this might be controversial, maybe a little hot take here. Everyone's talking about gotta get back to the 2023 vibes. This isn't feeling like a 23, but this season's weirdly starting to feel like 22. Bad start. It's not the big stars that necessarily are coming in, up for you big. It was the Rougned Odors. It was the come from behind wins. It was, just kind of putting it together midway through the season in late May, because Adley came up, May 21st, and then rolling from there. It's starting to feel like suddenly it's like, okay, and then you get those feelings going. Plus, you're getting Kowser back. You're getting Westberg back. You're getting these guys back. I think it's starting to feel like 22 where it's like, hey, because in 22, once they went on that 10-game win streak, even though they started getting in on it, it was like, we're playing with house money. Like, no one expected us. They just fell 18 games, 19 games below 500. People are over the Baltimore Orioles right now. They can do nothing. This is house money. If they miss the playoffs, what are people going to do? Yeah, duh, they were 19 games under 500, of course. There's no pressure anymore to make the playoffs. You go on a run, you go on a run. And it feels very much like the 22 feeling where it was just like, whatever, let's go see what we do. Just go play small ball. Go scrape across a run. And it's like 23 in the fact of, I said before you got on, it's feeling like, especially today, it was the recipe of pitcher finds a way to go deep into a game, bullpen find a way to get Felix the ball, game's over. 1, 2, 3, we're out of here.
Are the Orioles non-expectations merchants? Do they just need no expectations to go out there and win? Are they no expectation merchants? Like, is that what they need? Because you're right. Like, everybody's clowning the Orioles every day this season. This team's terrible. No expectations. You can't win. Everybody's awful. And then, at that point, it just becomes, okay, well, no one expects anything. Like, everybody just expects the season to be lost. So if we don't do anything, then whatever. But if we do, then whatever. It doesn't matter. So is this what the Orioles need? Do we just need to say they're going to lose 100 games every season before the year so they go out there and win 100?
Maybe it's just best for the Orioles to just lose the first 11 games of a season. Just have everyone be like, okay, their season's over, and then we can start playing ball. Like, maybe just lose the first 19 next year instead of waiting this long to get 19 under. Just lose the first 19 and then we can start.
Yeah, don't have it spiral the way that it did here. It spiraled.
Yeah,
far too.
We procrastinated. We procrastinated the comeback a little too much, but I think, Kevin, it's one of those things though. Like, obviously I'm half joking when I talk about the comeback, season back on, all of that. But it is like, this is a time where they should be able, because we've talked about the schedule coming up. If you take 2 of 3 against the Cardinals, you sweep the White Sox, which you should be able to. You have winnable games coming up. And I mean, I'll go check what are we back now? Because I like looking at this number because it's a lot smaller than the games below 500 number. But how many games back of a wild card are the Orioles?
Isn't it 9 or 8?
Yeah, it's still okay. It's still 9.5, but still, Kevin. I mean, it's a lot of teams to jump, so that's the issue. But they have an ability. If you go and win this Cardinals team, you can't tell me the Orioles don't have more talent than this Cardinals team. This Cardinals team just won coming into this game 16 of their last 20. The Orioles do that. All of a sudden, you're 4 games below 500.
Yeah.
Just go on a run.
Yeah.
Was that exact? Did I just nail that? Maybe.
I don't. Maybe not exact. I don't know.
If it's not exact, don't say anything, Kevin. If it's not exact, don't say anything.
I never said. I said maybe.
Jeez, Kevin. We want to get into maybe some call-ins. Also, do you have any ramen?
No, I didn't commit to ramen. I committed to doing something. So what I have is. I have some mini marshmallows, and we're going to eat one for every Orioles win so far this season. And there's the option for me to either do it all at once or one at a time. So I will leave it up to the chat whether I do it all at once or one at a time. But I figured...
What did you think?
Why are you laughing?
No, why that's so you like I'm doing mini marks. The chat is hating this decision.
You can go back. I said maybe it'll be.
So we have 19 marshmallows.
All right.
I need to see what 19 marshmallows look like.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It's got to be all at once.
9, 10, 11. This is already more than I thought it was going to be. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Zach, don't let Gordon on. He's going to play me. 19. 19. All right.
Kevin, you gotta wait. You gotta eat those all at once. What the heck?
Can you see them?
Yeah, we can see it. Trying to get you as the. I guess I'm messing. There we go.
All right. So,
Yeah, please don't choke. Can I do that? No.
okay. You know what? I'm getting too much hate. Since the Orioles won 3 games in a row, I will eat 19 marshmallows 3 times over. How about that? Okay, is that better? And to top it off, I will do 2 19 marshmallows at the same time. All right, how about that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
There he is.
14, 15, 16, 17. Oh my god, they're falling. I'm at 17 on this hand. 18, 19. Okay, all right.
Kevin, you're my hero too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So now, okay, is this better? All right, 19 marshmallows 3 times over here. I have them in my hands. You can see them. They're falling all over the place. Now, if I do them all at the same time, you have to believe that I have 19 in my hands. Unless you want me to.
I trust you, Kevin.
I mean,
if you did, you don't need to.
So,
I also love that there are 181 people watching this currently.
There, see?
I'm not counting. So.
There.
Hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. This is Kevin and Zach React, where we won 3 straight.
Wow,
so
this is the first one of these of the season. It feels like we've
Kevin, we're back. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we might be back.
And by potentially. Actually, no, this was peer pressure. This wasn't podcast.
It was. It honestly was. Honestly, I got scared Gordon was going to say too many mean things to me. So I had to.
Gordon just single-handedly bullied Kevin. All Gordon said is, I'm going to flame him. And Kevin was like, I got to do something more.
All right. So am I doing the, what is it, 38 at once and then one more for the road? Or do you want?
We're doing 38 at once.
Or do you want me to eat them all individually?
Like each handful individually?
No, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you gotta go all at once.
Okay.
Please do not choke.
I'm not gonna choke. All right, are you ready?
Just
Here
had
we
to
go.
I had to put that out there just in case you did. People aren't like, well, he made you. Say no. Come on.
Well, yeah, I'll sue you, Zach, if I do. So all right, here we go. You ready?
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Orioles win.
Oh my god! That was way funnier than it should have been.
All right. Are we happy now? I'm not even done yet either.
Kevin, I don't know why that was so funny. You just shot me.
I smacked my face. Like I smacked
It
it.
was just so much more aggressive than I thought it was going to be.
I know. I smacked my face. All right. 6, 7, 8,
Oh, this is even
9, 10, 11,
This is
12, 13.
mini marshmallows are the Luis F.
14,
Castillo of
15,
marshmallows.
yeah, thank you, Will. 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, there we go. There's the last handful. So now, to prove it, I will eat each one individually to show that I had 19 the first time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Kevin,
12,
this was so much better than it could have ever been.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Kevin, you got to let us know how you feel after this.
Easy money. Easy money. I think that's the
You know
first food challenge I've done where I haven't struggled through it.
And I'm proud of that. I think you've come a long way.
I think I'm just so used to doing vile things that non-vile, like even things
The
like this.
potato one was still all you. No one.
I mean, that one was the worst. That one I can never do that again.
That was. Yeah, no one had you do that.
Well, that was when the vibes were still good around the Orioles last year. So,
Kevin, this was. I feel like we're back. I feel like after that we're back. So, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if you enjoyed that.
all right, now you can let Gordon
Hit the like button if you're sitting and we have what? How many? 165 on YouTube watching right now. If you're watching on YouTube, really would appreciate if you hit the like button, comment. You know the drill. It would help get us out there.
Yes, appreciate
And
it.
tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Kevin, are we back? Are those fine?
I mean, it feels natural to me doing this show with food challenges. I don't know why, but it does.
It's just fantastic.
I forgot what it was like. I forgot, like, even the ramen didn't feel like a food challenge because I wasn't like the ramen to me is spicy. Like, it hurts me because my spice tolerance is so low. But it's only like if I had to eat like 5 of those in a row, that would feel like a food challenge for me. So like,
Kevin,
we are back.
Let's head down under. We got AJ first up. AJ, how are you doing?
What's up, AJ?
The Orioles won 3 in a row. Charlie Morton didn't blow the game, and I can actually call in for a win. Everyone make sure your pigs are firmly
All right,
on.
mark it down. May 26th, AJ calls in for a win. May 26th.
It's May 27th over here.
All right, so May 20. All right, so
May
27th.
May 27th.
Even better. Put the slash. AJ, how are we feeling? How are we feeling?
We're feeling great. I don't have champagne, so we got to improvise.
Oh, you got the spicy water going?
It's a little spicy water. I don't really have a shot glass, so I'm kind of just eyeballing it. But, Kevin, this is as much a challenge for me as you with marshmallows because I can't shoot for shit. So we're going to do this off camera. So if
I respect it. I'm impeccable for having some pretty good shot taking form. So I understand.
Woo!
Celebration. Come on.
Celebration, man. That's going right back in the freezer. Yeah, that was a win. That was like a solid win where, the pitching held up. Bullpen nails today.
Yeah, I thought Dominguez was awesome.
Dominguez was great. Cano, it was good to see him have his stuff.
Yeah, just look a lot better than he has been.
Against a couple lefties too, did he have 1 or 2? Like he beat some lefties who he's really struggled with recently.
Yeah, which I mean, Cano is one of those guys where he's all confidence. We know what kind of talent he has. We just need him to get the confidence
seriously.
back.
And really, the problem with the bullpen has not been the bullpen. It's been the starters going like 4 innings and the bullpen's coming in with already like 10 runs against them.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and that's why we talked about, hell, even before the frickin' season started, we're like the biggest asset that this team can have to help its bullpen is going deep in the games, especially early on, because you didn't have Bautista for, up to full strength. And, they responded by having the worst ERA in baseball.
Happens when you get 15
Wasn't the way we thought it would go, but,
Finally, Charlie Morton pitching like a $15 million contract today.
Yeah.
But
if he can just do that 14 more times, I'll take it. His contract was
I was not comfortable for a single pitch of his start. Not a single one. Ball
it went 5-2, and I literally was like, get the bullpen up.
Yeah. Oh man. And just weirdest home run I've perhaps ever seen that Morton gave up. What was that?
That was a pop-up that just kept traveling and
went to the
only
only
hooked
part
around
of
the
field where it would get out. I
was like, it was going, and I was like, I just kept like making the face of like, when's he gonna stop underneath it? And I was like, he's watching it, and it just like felt like 15 rows deep too, and I was like, what the hell? Like I thought it was like they were gonna run in on it.
Off the knuckles, like.
It's like the opposite whenever Zach stands up when there's a pop fly in the infield. He's like, "Oh, that's out of here.
Get out, ball. Get out, ball.
Get out, ball." Or it's like I love watching the Orioles games in the Bronx, and anytime a Yankee hits a ball 2 feet in the air, Yankee fans are just losing their minds because of the Little League stadium they play in.
Oh man,
I'm in the best of moods right now. 3 in a row, not counting the Twins series at the end of last year, because both teams were already locked in and the Twins had given up. When was the last time we won 3 in a row?
It was.
I could not. It was like June, wasn't it?
No, so they won 3 in a row against the Twins, I believe, just at the end of last year. But before that, it was in July.
Yeah.
But
man,
too long is the answer.
And against a team that was hot. Like, I know the Cardinals aren't
the last 20.
They were hot. And you know what? I know they had the errors, but how many times have we watched the Orioles get the extra out? They get that base runner that had no business being there, and then they strand them. And they scored them. Both errors led to unearned runs today because we played small ball. We put the ball in play. Sack bunt, Maverick Handley.
It's small ball. Just let it happen.
How it goes. How it goes.
And then we hit the long ball. Like, the problem was never that we hit the long ball. The problem was we only hit it. And then when we stopped hitting it, we did nothing else. Like, so if we can do both, if we can have the move runners over and then you get your meatball, I think the Orioles were way better today at hitting mistakes. It felt like if the pitchers missed in the recent and just in general last few weeks, if the pitchers have missed in the middle of the plate, it's gotten hit. Whereas before it was, that's why I hate that stat that this will be the last thing I say, but I hate that stat that they bring up every other game where the Orioles see the most pitches per plate appearance. Yeah, because they foul off about 10 pitches that should be put in play throughout. Like, they only see that many pitches because they miss pitches that should be put in play.
Yeah, I agree. It's not that they're fouling off stuff on the corner to extend the bat. At bat, it's they got a meatball and it's now in the back net. So it's the most frustrating part. But AJ, I was glad you could call in for a win, man.
Yes, finally.
It was 2 a.m. and the game was at 5 a.m. I was like, I just got to pull it all. So I'm like delirious now. I'm a little bit drunk. I've been awake since 1 yesterday. So
man, get some rest, and you know what? You can sleep well knowing the Orioles have now won 3 straight.
Knowing the Orioles won 3 in a row. We're back. Buy the World Series tickets now.
I love
print them out. Print them out. Let's go.
There we go.
Print them out. We're going to October.
AJ, appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Next time.
Awesome.
Next up, we're going to Arkansas. I love how many people we got calling in. I love this. Got Arkansas, Joe. Joe, got the hat on.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hey, that's what I'm
He's
talking
crazy.
about. Love spicy water. Let's go, Joe.
I don't know if I'm going with everyone, but
We need that after 20 minutes of ranting and raving from some other people.
Man,
There
I
we
think
go.
the Orioles. That maybe the spicy water is the key. You just
Telling you,
drinks.
some people are ready to put the t-shirts back on. I never got mine to put it back on, but that's okay.
Man,
Ryan's
we got to
working
talk
on
to
it.
corporate about that one.
Yeah,
I no longer have a Nose of Pine shirt either, actually.
That
What
is
did you
that is
do to
my
it?
I
that is
lost
my,
it, Kevin. I lost it. Okay.
Great.
That is my report to HR officially, Kevin. You are the HR department.
I
Yeah,
am the
Kevin
HR
will-
department.
Kevin's
I will
HR.
have to take it up with corporate. I will take it up with corporate for you, Joe.
Some people say, Charlie Morton, great, yay. Hey, the old man had it. He just needed a little time. He's old. We can get,
He's
and
old.
the same with Rogers. Hey, regrouping. I've been on this team all year. Like I said before, I got the receipts. So when we keep going and running, this mouth is going to run too, and that's okay. And also, the number 3 seed in the nation's coming for everybody. Watch out. We're going to Omaha.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. I love it.
Coastal,
Here we
I love
go.
it.
Hogs are-
Coastal got it. Hey, Coastal got able to host a regional too. So if only Marshall could have just pulled through, Zach. If only Marshall could have pulled.
We're
through.
still, this is only year three with the stadium. So we're still making our way up. We'll be there eventually, Joe. Don't you worry.
And Little Rock Trojans, they're going to LSU. They're got to go down to the Bayou. So hopefully they can
Ben
take
McDonald.
business. Hopefully they can take care of business. Ben is on the call in Mississippi. He's not in Baton Rouge, so that's kind of unfortunate. But
Love it.
the Ole Miss regional looks tough. Razorbacks got a soft regional, knock on wood. So we'll see. Hopefully we play some good ball and play next weekend. The ladies unfortunately lost, so they're done for the year. Congratulations to Ole Miss, first appearance in the Women's College World Series. And we move forward. But Bree Ellis gonna tear it up this summer in the inaugural softball league, number 2 pick. So be watching out.
Oh, all right, let's go. Yeah,
Ladies are
can't
gonna
have
be
all the
smashing
wins
balls all summer long.
Yeah,
So
but excited to see what they can do, Joe. And excited to see what the Soros team can do. Maybe they can get back on track.
Remember, this show started after the sweep of the Cardinals last year. When the Cardinals broke the sweep, this show officially started.
Wow, that's true. That's true.
Therefore, it's time to return the favor.
We got Cardinals
Sweep
White
those
Sox
Red
back
Birds.
to back.
Sweep the
Again.
Red Birds, sweep the Sox.
Man.
Yeah, it went. Yes, Cardinals White Sox last year started this train rolling. So it's
This is
time
where we bring it back.
Hey, let's go.
Time
Love
to
it.
This is
fix
where
the
we bring
vibe.
it back. Awesome.
sir.
Joe,
So-
appreciate you calling in as always, my friend.
Love it.
And
Appreciate you.
hopefully
Joe.
the Hawks
Rest
can
in
pull it
peace,
off.
Armando.
Joe. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Rest in peace,
Love it.
Armando.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Awesome, Joe. God, gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the energy after wins. I'm loving the energy after wins. Let's go. We got our next one. We got Gordon in the back. Oh, we got.
Hold on 1 second.
See, this is in action right here.
Gordon
Yes,
in action.
Oh, look, Kevin, I was about to have some harsh words for you.
I
my
know.
friend. Hey, look, you redeemed yourself, but
Thank you.
look,
Thank you.
look, if I drank spicy water, I would have. But hold on 1 sec. Let me grab these good fellows right here.
Oh,
a
3
cupcake
wins. 3 wins.
yes, should I do them all at once like Kevin did, or should I?
Oh.
Should I do them all at once? Let's see. What
You gotta
they-
take the wrappers off first. Don't eat them with the wrappers, man. I would have had a problem. You would eat those with the wrappers.
Hey, look, but I want to, say something cool. But if you guys are cool with this, if the Orioles go on a 10-game win streak, how about we give away a free Orioles rug or a mini Orioles rug or something?
Oh, yeah.
Or
Let's do
it.
Or how about a subscriber count? Get to a subscriber, milestone, and then give away a rug. But,
yeah, depending on how soon you want to do it, we're coming up on 2,000. I don't know when
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna hit
can.
it, but
Yeah, Gordon, let's
You know
figure
what?
something out.
yeah, we can talk. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. Yeah,
hey, look, I'm over here struggling trying to get
I
these
know.
off without making a mess.
I see you working hard over there with the rappers.
All right, I got them all,
All right,
three
let's
off.
go.
So,
Let's go.
All right, let's go. 3,
Yeah,
2, 1, let's go.
yeah. Come on, Gordon.
Mm. Mm.
Let's go. Man, Gordon has me beat today on the food challenge. I'll tell you
Gordon
that.
definitely beat you.
Hey,
I
look,
know. I know.
I saw marshmallows. I was like, marshmallows. And then I was like, the mini marshmallows? At least why not do the jumbo marshmallows or something, you know?
Man, I don't have those here. I don't have those here.
But hey, look, Orioles win. It's always a good day. And it feels so much better that we beat a team, obviously in our division to start it, but to beat a team that was rolling, you know? Or not like we beat a team that we kind of expected to be, we should beat the White Sox, but the Cardinals, you know, like they were rolling. That gives us confidence. That's a really great win for us and the way that we beat them. And who beat them? Like Charlie Morton just went out there and locked down. Even though I know he went out there and did his thing, I still like how you say, Zach, give it to, Rogers. That's how I feel. But I would put Charlie back in the bullpen and give it to Rogers if we could do that somehow. But I'm excited. This is good. And like I always say, one win starts a win streak, and we got that first, and here we are.
3 games. 3 games. I mean,
3 games.
It all starts with one. It's what we've talked about, Kevin. I mean, how many times have we all said it? It's just getting some sort of momentum going, getting that snowball effect. Because when this team gets going, we've seen them rack off. I mean, they were the first team to 70 wins last year for a reason. You know, they can go out there and they can rip off a bunch of wins in a row. And if they get hot, I'm not saying it's going to be, 10, 15 wins in a row. But if you can get that, like the Cardinals just did, I said it. Cardinals, you can't tell me that they have more talent, up and down right now, especially if the Orioles get healthy. Cardinals just won 16 of 20. Why can't the Orioles?
Literally. And it seems like what we're doing in this win streak, and I don't even want to say this win streak. When Mancelino came up, I kind of gave him a little bit of leeway because, he's not going to go out there and change his team. But what I have noticed, these guys are fighting. It doesn't seem like every at-bat that they're going up there is like, hey, I have to play hero ball. I know the guys behind us are struggling, so you know what? Let me try to make this. Let me be the game difference maker today. It doesn't seem like that. It seems like we're getting guys on, pushing guys over, and know, hey, we got 2 guys on, we got 1 out. We can get this. We know there's not going to be a strikeout, a pop fly, or nothing. And we're playing with that confidence, and we're getting hot at the right time. But one thing, I just cannot wait for Cowser to come up because I feel like Heston in the holes that he's in, the role that he is, he has so many opportunities to change his game, but just roll over or pop up or something. And imagine just having Cowser, just put something, deep fly ball to score a run and not hit into these double plays, which is kind of infuriating when I see him up there. The
whole team, I mean, it's, Kersted's been doing a lot, but this whole team's been hitting into double plays. It's the most infuriating thing. It kills every inning.
And one thing that I noticed in the beginning, and I hate to say it, but the announcer curse is real. One thing that I noticed in the beginning of the season when we playing the Blue Jays, Kevin Brown, he said the Orioles were the best team with hitting into double plays. We hit into the least double plays. And, as soon as he said that, it wasn't a thing where it's like he just said a stat. It was one of those things where it was just like, oh, my goodness, did he just jinx us? And ever since then, it just was double play, double play, double play. But,
God,
man.
Crazy. Gordon, I'm glad we get to talk after. I'm glad we got the cupcake. So
3 straight wins. Gordon, after 3 straight wins, man. The Orioles heard you talking. They said, man, we can't allow.
You said you weren't calling in until wins.
I know. And look, 3 days in a row, it's the best. We got Orioles got to win. Had some good cupcakes, smelling some good cookout food right now coming in through the window. It's a beautiful day outside. What a day, man. What a day.
What a day. Gordon, appreciate you as always. And we'll hit you up. Yeah, let's figure something
Yeah,
out.
let's do something.
Yeah,
Let's do
most
something for
definitely.
sure.
People.
For sure.
So
Most definitely.
appreciate you. All
You
love
guys
as
good.
always, my guy. You be good.
All right. Appreciate you, Gordon.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Next up, first off, hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Next up, we got our guy Danny in the back. Danny,
What's up,
how
Danny?
you doing?
I'm
Three
good, man.
straight.
I'm good. It sucks I missed the game because I was at work. But hey, man, it's a win.
It's
a win.
It's a win.
It's
I
a
love
win.
it.
It feels a lot better talking about wins than losses. I'll tell you that.
So much better.
Awesome. What's on your mind, Danny?
Dude, so of course I can't really talk about the game because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I was at work.
Yeah.
I'm just like I can't stay long because I just got home from work and I got food cooking. But hey, man,
Yeah.
I just want to say, man, hope you guys have had it. I have had an awesome day, man. Continue.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Danny.
You too,
Well,
Danny.
and continue to do what you guys do, man. You guys are awesome. So yeah, man.
Man, we appreciate that. It means the world to us.
Yeah,
So
it really
appreciate
does.
your support.
Absolutely. And hey, man, it's a win streak. Come back tomorrow, and come back tomorrow, and keep it rolling.
Hey,
Keep
keep
it
stacking.
rolling.
That's what I'm saying. Keep stacking.
It's
That's all it is.
rolling. Keep it rolling.
Just keep it rolling. Might as well. If we're, it's fun. We're playing fun ball again. It's fun to watch. It's fun to talk about. I love it.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And I am glad. So I'm a Vols fan. So the Vols have a regional in Knoxville. So I'm happy about that. Even though they're having
Nice.
a downer year, then of course last year, they won. They went all the way. But hey, man, they have a chance. I will say that guys ever have a chance to watch a football game there, dude, it is incredible.
I've heard.
I've seen. I've never been, obviously, but I've
Oh,
seen some of the videos. It feels like it's electric.
Dude, so it is one of the most insane experiences you'll ever have.
Oh, it looks like, I mean,
Yeah.
that stadium is just every game you watch that's there on television, that place is rocking from an hour beforehand to an hour after.
Oh yeah, man, dude, trust me, man. Like you will have Rocky Top like in your head.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I got to make it. That's a bucket list thing. You got to get to. I feel like those
Yeah,
environments.
there are a lot of stadiums I want to get to for sure.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you, man, dude. Like, it is something that I tell all my friends, even if you don't love football or college football, I'm like, go watch a Vols game in Neyland Stadium against like a big game like Bama, Georgia. I'll tell you, man, the atmosphere is incredible.
Yeah, man, I love it. I really want to go. I want to
gotta
go to a
get
lot of different games. Yeah, we could do a little road trip.
Let's
Do it.
Love it.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Awesve, Danny. Appreciate you. I hope you have an
Appreciate you,
awesome
Danny.
day, all my
The rest of your
friends.
day.
Love,
The rest of your day.
love talking to you.
Awesome.
Also, have a
Appreciate
great
it.
one. Man,
Oh.
love when Danny calls in.
Yeah, man. Vibes are back.
Vibes are back, and maybe, just maybe, Kevin, the O's are fine. Just maybe. Last caller of the day, we got Laura. The O's
There it
are
is. I
fine.
thought we'd never see it again.
The
Laura, how
O's
we
are
feeling?
fine. What did I
Wow.
tell you? I told you we got to 3 wins.
You did.
The O's were fine.
You did. You told me.
So we got our
Let's
3
keep it
wins.
rolling.
We are fine. As we say, put the word out on the street. We back up.
We
Man.
back up.
You're definitely back up. And I just want to address one thing, because kind of some things that are floating out there. We are all fans of this team.
Yeah.
And true fans understand that criticism of your team is not an act of betrayal. That's engagement.
Sure.
It's the difference between being a mindless follower and an invested participant. Okay?
It's 162 games. I mean, there's going to be ups and downs.
But again, ultimately, we want our team to win. We want our team to, get the World Series. I mean, but ultimately we just want to demand excellence, celebrate the wins,
Yeah. I mean,
and, and we're not going to honor complacency. We're not going to do that. We're not honoring mediocrity here. We want our team to win. Okay?
Yeah, I think regardless of how you want to root for the team, I think that's well within everybody's right. You can root however you want to root. You know,
Thank you.
Laura, like you said, at
it's
the end
fine.
of the day,
You know, it's
everybody wants to see. Everybody here wants the same goal for the Orioles.
Okay. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
We all want our team. We want our team to win. Wanted our team. What after the first game, we were all like, 162.
Exactly.
That's what you want. And you realize that there are definitely going to be ups and downs. But again, when you look at how this team was constructed on paper,
Yeah.
not the pitching again, not so much. I mean, we knew the pitching was going to be iffy. But again, when the hitting starts to fail and you can't counter that pitching, that's when things started to go wrong. Things started to get off the rails. Again, did Brandon Hyde necessarily need to lose his job? No, but that's where they're going to go. It's always going to be the manager first. You can't fire the players.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't fire everybody on the team. So
yeah, you can't get rid. You're not getting rid of Gunnar after an 0 for 3. You're not getting. It's on. Someone had to go.
Correct. And again, if that is the spark, because again, these guys are like, well, damn, we lost Hyde's job. We better, light a fire under our asses, so, nobody else loses their job around here. And if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. And I am very happy, very proud. Charlie Morton, again, I never thought Charlie Morton could get back into that starting position. I thought, he's just going to wind up being an expensive middle reliever, and that's fine because he's still contributing.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he came out today, had that start, has gotten his mojo back, to where now he can feel confident going back out there. That's great. We got Tommy Sugar on the mound tomorrow. We know that's, again, if we keep doing this, if we keep playing the small ball, the GTMH, get the man home.
Yep.
I could see a 4-game win streak. And maybe you see the shirt tomorrow. I don't know. I got to watch.
Well, if they keep winning, we have to, then they're definitely fine.
So. But Kevin, and we know, you're supposed to be eating spicy ramen.
Oh, no. Check the tape. Go back and look at it. I said it'll probably be spicy ramen. I never committed to it, though.
We're going to let you slide today.
All right.
Marcelo.
All right.
And I'm expecting some spicy ramen if we sweep the Cardinals.
If they sweep, I'll say it right here. I'll 100% do the ramen. If they sweep the Cardinals, and you can hold me to it, I will do the ramen. If they sweep the Cardinals.
There we go.
Write it down. I'll do it. So
that's all we wanted.
All right, there we go. Laura,
we're fine.
They're fine. Appreciate you calling in as always. Love the
always a pleasure, guys.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Appreciate you, Laura.
Boom. love it. Stomach's starting to hurt a little bit, but you know what? It's all for the content. anything within reason for content. I haven't gone anywhere.
I love it,
still
Kevin.
here.
I can't. I mean, it's something's happened. I did just put down $5 for the Orioles to get the 6th seed.
To get the wild, how much would you win off it?
$255.
It's good. It's a good payout.
I've spent $5 on worse.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah. So, anything else, Kevin? Five's back, feeling good. We did a food challenge. Other people came on, did food challenges.
Felt this felt like the most complete. Well, actually, the last two have felt like the most complete wins in a while. This felt like the most complete stream in a while. I feel like where just everything was natural today in terms of we're doing the food challenges. Vibe from wins are great. Like it's all you can ask for. So they got to keep it rolling though. They got to keep it rolling.
Let's do it. And they got an opportunity tomorrow, and we'll be back tomorrow. Orioles look to make it 4 straight. And we'll be back after tomorrow's game. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're new. Enjoy the content live after every Orioles game, as they'll be back tomorrow. And we will see you all then for another edition of Kevin and Zach React. And be on the lookout. Maybe we have a rug giveaway coming up soon. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Matt Albers.
Oh, that's such a good.
Hated
See, I've been so bad at these over the last 2 weeks. Man, who do I want to go with? I'm trying to like run through positions. I also try to do ones I haven't done before. I don't want to like repeat.
I mean,
or anyone that you haven't done either.
Yeah, I mean, there was that time I kept saying Ty Wigington, but besides that,
yeah, you brought up Ty a lot.
Right. You brought Ty up a lot.
Kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot. I'm not
okay. I'm sorry you didn't appreciate Ty Wigington.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot. I feel like I might have done this one before, or maybe you have, but it's the only one I got right now. Alejandro De Aza.
No, maybe I did.
I feel like you might have done it once. If you did. No, I already did. You already did Felix. You already did Felix PA too.
Yeah, that was an early one.
Yeah, you did that one early. Did I do Renato Nunez yet?
No, I love it.
Right, Renato Nunez. Sign off. Boom. Love it. Renato.